Good morning, dear students. Once again, we are with the same topic called as carbohydrates. In the last lecture, we have seen some basic parts of carbohydrates. Now, let us understand carbohydrates in more greater details. Now, in my last lecture, we have seen what are the different types of sugars or monosaccharides, disaccharide, oligosaccharide and polysaccharide. Monosaccharides, so we will try to understand one by one in greater details in this particular lecture. The word monosaccharide derived from the Greek word mono means single, saccharide means sugar. Monosaccharides are polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones which cannot be further hydrolyzed to simple sugars. So they cannot be further hydrolyzed to simple sugars. Monosaccharides are simple sugars. They are sweet in taste, they are soluble in water, and they are crystalline in their nature. So these are certain properties of monosaccharides. So what are they? These are simple sugars. Whenever the word comes that it is a simple sugar, it means that it is a monosaccharide. They contain 3 to 10 carbon atoms, 2 or more hydroxyl OH groups, and 1 aldehyde CHO group or 1 ketone group CO group. So they will be structurally, the monosaccharide will be defined in terms of 3 to 10 carbon atoms with 2 or more hydroxyl groups, and one and only aldehyde or ketone groups can be associated with. Now, what are the physical properties of monosaccharides? Most monosaccharides are sweet taste. Fructose is sweetest. So monosaccharide की property सबसे अच्छी property है that they are sweet in taste. So if you taste those particular monosaccharide, it will be very sweet. For example, fructose is one of the sweetest, 73% sweeter than sucrose. Upon this sugar very खातो, that is sucrose. But more than that, fructose is there. This fructose is generally used in making chocolates in the industry, which is more sweeter as compared to your normal sugar. They are solids at room temperature. They are extremely soluble in water. Despite the high molecular weights, the presence of large number of OH groups makes the monosaccharide much more water soluble than most molecules, similar molecular weights. OH content त्याच्यामध्ये जास्त असल्यामुळे काय होतं? They ultimately they get dissolved very faster as compared to other monosaccharide molecules. See here, if you put sugar itself or instead of that if you put fructose syrup, then it will dissolve very quickly in water. Therefore, this is statement. Glucose solubility is 1 gram per 1 ml of water. If you take glucose from the market and if you dissolve 1 gram also inside, in 1 ml also the whole sort of content can be dissolved. 1 gram of glucose can be dissolved. See this, monosaccharide classified according to the number of carbohydrate atoms. Classification: triose 3, tetrose 4, pentose 5, and hexose 6 molecules have been there. So the presence of presence of any aldehyde is indicated by prefix aldo and a ketone by the prefix ketone. See this. Glucose is an aldohexose, aldehyde plus 6 carbons, and ribulose is a ketopentose, ketones plus 5 carbon atoms. See this. Glucose aldose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, now here if you see again 6 molecules, but the OH groups are more. Therefore, there will be variations as according to the ketones and aldehydes. See this. Formula for triose C3H6O3. कार्बन एटम जितने हैं उतने प्रकार से उसको क्लासिफाई किया जाएगा. ट्रायोज 3 कार्बन, टेट्रोज 4 कार्बन, pentose 5 carbon, hexose 6 carbon, and heptose 7 carbon molecules. These are the aldones and their ketose formula that has been displayed. See this structurally, these are all been structurally been designed in this particular format. D-ribose, D-arabinose, D-xylose, D-xylulose. See this, D-allose, D-altrose, D-glucose. ये देखो ये जनरल फॉर्मूला. करेक्ट. कार्बन कितने देखते हैं? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so 6 carbon molecules. See this. ओपन चेन मध्ये कसं दिसतो? 5 कार्बन मॉलिक्यूल आहे. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 कार्बन मॉलिक्यूल आहे. त्याच्या बेसिसवर ते मोनोसॅकराइड कसं दिसतं? glucose you can see again here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See this, correct? OH molecule glucose and fructose structure baga, which is very similar to in terms of glucose. The only thing is OH molecule is attached over there, wherein here it contains the H molecules. The aldehydes and ketones have an OH group on the carbon next to the carboxyl group. Reacts with basic solution of copper when it reagents to form a red-orange precipitate of copper oxide Cu2O. And such sugar undergoes reactions are called as reducing sugars. All monosaccharides are reducing sugars. They reduce. So therefore the reduction reaction takes place. The reduction झाल्यानंतर काय होतं? Oxidation products will be generated from the sugars. C6H12O6 plus twice COH2, C6H12O7 एक ऑक्सिजन मॉलिक्यूल तिकडे गेला आणि Cu2O and 2H2O. If you see this particular reaction, then ultimately this reaction will be with the help of copper molecules, and this copper will be helpful for oxidation product that will be generated over here. आणि इथे जर बघू शकता आपण इकडचा इकडचा एक O आणि जो एक असणार आहे ऑक्सिजन इथला एक आहे, that is being transferred over here. 7 oxygens are being generated. Cu2O, okay, Cu2O याच्यातला एक O जो शिल्लक आहे तो इकडे आला and twice H2 will be liberated. So one molecules will be twice H2 will be liberated, water molecule will be liberated. See this glycoside formation. D glucose CH3OH मध्ये जर केला आपण H plus molecules methyl alpha D glucoside generate development होतात. Once the glucoside is formed, the ring can no longer open onto the open side chain. Glycoside therefore are not reducing sugars. See this. Okay. So these are only monosaccharides that we have studied today. So what we have undergone with, just a quick review if you take, then we'll be able to know what we have learned from today. We have seen what are basic things in terms of monosaccharides. They have derived from this particular word. Mono means single, saccharides means sugar, and certain properties we have dealt along with monosaccharides. Some physical properties we underwent, that they are solid in temperature, they are more sweeter. For example, of sweetest is fructose, which is 73% sweeter than regular sugar, sucrose, which is present in our houses. Then they are highly soluble since they contain OH molecules. They are highly soluble, and if you see the solubility, 1 gram of glucose can be dissolved in 1 ml of water as well. So these are classes of monosaccharides based on the amount of carbon atoms that they contain: triose, tetrose, pentose, and hexose. These are certain examples of aldose and ketose also, which are associated with this particular triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose, and lactulose. Then these are certain examples of the same. See here. Then the family of D ketose, fructose, sorgose, and tagalose. And ultimately the open chain, the pyranose ring and the furanose ring, we can easily see over here. This is a 6-membered ring, this is the 5-membered ring. Then they are always reducing, means oxidation products are being there, reducing sugars are being generated over here. Glycoside formations, wherein the glycoside no longer opens that particular ring and the entire structure is to be confirmed. So these are all things that we have dealt with monosaccharide. In my coming lectures, we will be going with disaccharide and further more of the sugars in terms of carbohydrates. Thank you.